2, 3. Hi. How's it going? Welcome to the Way Podcast.
Yes.
My name is Chris Pentecost.
I'm Michael Lalali.
And welcome to the podcast.
Yes.
What's the name of it again?
A guide to an unconventional way. But we might change for...
Yeah, because we've more or less just been, instead of guiding people, we've just been talking about our personal experiences.
Yes, so a journey to an unconventional life
Might be a little bit better. So,
Yes.
quick change of the script. From now on, journey to an unconventional life.
Yes.
Anyways, we are still the way. We are still here to talk about our lives. In fact, we have a very special episode today because
Yes.
just how I got to talk about my father's experiences.
Yes.
You want to talk about a few.
Yeah, I won't talk about my father's experience, but I will talk about my grandfather who died 4 years ago. And he got like two major quotes that he left me with. So I would like to share it with you, and you tell me what you think, and
Most definitely.
we'll have a discussion on that. So
Yeah, definitely.
and be more than welcome to comment on the section below, and we'll also leave a link for the interview from with your dad. We were talking about your dad.
Yeah,
So-
we're going to go ahead and leave links to the previous episodes. They'll be down in the description as well as
Yes.
somewhere up top here in an annotation. So
Yes,
keep on the lookout for that.
exactly. So yeah, so what about my grandfather? He was kind of an entrepreneur from what I understood, because I never asked him like really what he was doing, because he done so much thing. Like I know that he was sometimes like a beneficiary proposal. I don't know how to say that in English.
Beneficiary?
Like he was helping the nurse and everything. Like
Okay.
Yeah.
So he wasn't on hospice care. He had a nurse that was with him, or he was helping.
he
the nurse?
was helping nurse. Yeah.
Okay, so kind of like a nurse's assistant.
Yes, kind of.
Okay.
But anyway, he did that. He have like a pool room, like to play pool and everything.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, but also like it was not all good, because he
wasn't
did
all
bankrupt, because he didn't. Yeah, he talked to me about that a little bit, and so but he was still doing what he was wanting to do, because that was one of his quote in life: you do what you want. So that's what he was living his life for, and
I like that.
yeah, I think that's
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things where you got to have the mindset for it. Just
Yeah.
like I always say on this podcast, a want is a powerful thing, and in life, you always got to do what you want. If you're living for other people's wants, are you really living?
yeah. I mean, you're living, but through the goal of others.
You're living for them, not for
Yeah,
yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
So
that's not really living.
Yeah.
But it is, you're alive. You're just not
yes.
living.
And my grandfather also liked boat. Like he was since I was a kid till he died. Like he had a boat, and I remember like he was always positive. Like he had really a good mindset, you know, because he got like all those diseases. Like he got diabetes. He got kidney remove, and he was doing dialysis, like the tongues removed. So you know, all those kind of stuff, and
That sucks. My condolences for you and your grandfather.
yeah. But he got always a good mindset, because he was saying like, when I get out of the hospital, Michael, I want you to take me on the jet ski, and he was like 90 years old. Like,
I want to go on a jet ski.
yes, he said like, once I get out, like you take me on the jet ski, I don't care what your mother said, I want to go, and like I will go. Unfortunately, he never get out of the hospital after he said that to me, but it's just like, he was always like visualizing his goal. And
Do you think that was part of the reason he said that? Just to keep you like hoping and happy spirits?
yes, and keep him in a good spirit too, because you know, he was just like showing me his dream boat, and even if he was like 90 years old or something, like
That must have been such an inspirational
yes,
experience.
yes, because he was always like, you know, just living his life, and I always like he built a boat at one point.
He built a boat?
I helped him doing that. Yeah, it was it was a like a funny person. I was like, yeah.
That's honestly that's an experience that I wish I had with my dad. Now, Granted, I had other experiences. He taught me how to shoot a gun and other like stuff you would find in like Leave It to Beaver, like stuff you would find in a TV show. Like taught me how to fish, taught me how to clean a fish. I've never built anything with my dad.
No.
No, I guess he just thought I didn't have like the mechanical expertise to build something.
Yeah, that's hard. I don't have it either, but I was helping him, and like he was showing me how to do it because my dad is not very patient to teach me things because he's like, you know how it's working, so you just do it.
He'll just be like, oh hell.
Yeah, like he's not like, but my grandfather was a good teacher for that. Like he really teach me like how to do it. One day I remember I pulled up a plug from a lamp, like he was like he got old lamp,
Yeah.
because like he was old and everything, so it was the old stuff.
Right.
But I broke the plug, like the wire removed from the things you plug in the wall.
Oh no.
Yes. So he tell me like, Michael, today you're gonna learn how to repair a wire. So I was like, okay, but I've never done that. So
All right,
how do you
Grandpa.
want me to do that?
Yeah.
And
Well,
but he believed in me, and like he teach me, and I did it. Like I succeeded doing
Yeah.
that. So.
It sounds like your grandpa did a lot of parenting along with your parents.
Yes.
He really helped raise you. One great quote I always listen to is, "It takes a village to raise a child."
Yeah.
You need experience from everybody. You can't just rely on your parents to teach you everything about life. You're gonna learn about some things outside, and for you, a lot
Yeah,
of things.
and I mean, even at our adult life, like we learn from so much people. Like I just come back from a conference on real estate, and I've learned so much there, and that was not my parents, you know. So
Yeah, that's true.
I think it takes more than a village. I think we should upgrade that quote.
It takes a city.
Yeah, it takes a planet. To,
You know what? Fair. Good. Especially in today's day and age, like with the internet and how
Yeah.
easily accessible all information is. I literally just read a book like 20 minutes ago. Just going through it was a book that was not available in any local library. I couldn't go to a nearby Barnes and Noble because there is no Barnes and Nobles nearby.
yeah, or Amazon.
I don't want to rely on Amazon. He's too rich. Jeff Bezos is too rich. He can't have any more of my money. Well, he'll probably get some more of my money after this episode. I'm going Amazon shopping, guys.
This is not
Not sponsored by Amazon.
sponsored by.
Not sponsored. Hashtag not sponsored. We're gonna get that trending. If you think we're gonna get it trending, leave a like below.
Yeah.
But anyways, back to your grandpa. That was one
Yes.
good quote. Wasn't
Yes,
it?
so the other quote was kind of the same, but in life you do what you like.
You do what you want. You do what you like.
Yes, because I think that's another important point, because if you do what you want, but then you don't like it, you kind of screwed.
Yeah, you don't really want it anymore at
Yes.
that point. They
So-
go hand in hand, but they're two different subjects.
Yes, exactly. So you do what you like, maybe like doing those podcasts, like we like doing that. So, and we do what you want, that what we want, because we want to do those podcasts. So
That's right.
they are all connected, and I think that's the good way to go through life. Like
Definitely.
if you have the both of the quote that you can like be in parallel with them, symbiosis, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the specific driving of going to what you want to do, you just got to believe in. You just got to believe in what you're actually wanting to do.
Yes.
Now, the weird thing about it, because they are two totally different subjects, if you point towards doing something you like doing, you'll end up content. Like, I like my job right now. I work at a hotel, and I work overnight. It's rather easy. It's just some paperwork. I don't really have to interact with too many people. I love interacting with people. I don't like dealing with people's money and having them yell at me. That's a totally different story. But I like my job. If I were to like my job too much, it's not where I want to be for the rest of my life. But I'll get content and I'll get stuck there.
Yeah.
That's not a mindset you want to have. Always drive for the next goal.
Yes, I think so. And like you said, like you like your job, but you know that there's more into life. Like you don't want to be stuck in your case, it's not a 9 to 5, but
It kind of is. It's
yeah, but it's more like a 11 to
yeah, 9 at night to 5 a.m. It's 9 to 5 that way.
yeah. So yeah, I mean that's too cool that he told me, and what else to say? Like he was just a great man. Like
Well, that's
Yeah.
good. He was very good with his hands, apparently. Did he
Yes.
build a lot of stuff?
I mean, a boat. Yeah, he was always doing those like
little
weird,
crafts.
weird stuff. Like one day he bought like a van. He removed the top and then put a pickup truck box on top of it, so he can walk.
He put a pickup bed on top of a van, just so he could walk up there and chill out. Just like, this is a nice spot. I can see the stars.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, he did that. He was doing some and woodcraft also, like carving wood.
Oh, so he was. We
Yes.
call that whittling out here.
Oh, whittling.
Yeah. So where you just take a knife, block of wood, you just chip away at it until you make a shape.
Yes.
That's whittling.
Yes, do like multiple things like totem and like frame with houses and cars and whatever. Like you do faces.
Very creative.
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah, he was an artist in a way too.
Yeah.
And an entrepreneur artist.
What is there he can't do?
Yeah.
Well, by the
So-
sounds of it, he is a very inspirational man, and I'm glad that he was able to help you growing through life.
Yeah, I'm glad to have him in my life too. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And I still have it in my life because sometimes the last thing he said to me before he passed, he told me I'm going into travel, like I'm going to travel. So I think, like I thought about that a long time, and then I figure out, well, he's going to travel through our memory, like he's going to travel to my memory, and then I explain the story like to the internet. So now the internet have his memory. So
Yeah, he's going to continue to live on.
yes, exactly.
What was his name?
Gerald.
Gerard?
Gerald.
Gerard.
But people will call him Jerry.
Jerry.
Yes, that's easier.
I think the American pronunciation would be Gerald.
Yeah, Gerald. Yeah.
Gerald. Oh, it sounds so ugly. Gerard. Gerald.
Yeah, Gerald. Yeah,
Same
it's
last
not-
name, Lavelle?
No, that was another last name. Yeah, Terrien.
How do you say it?
Terrien.
Okay. Well, now you just put an inflection on it. Remember, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Terrien.
So Terrien.
Okay.
It's like people from Earth, but with the H between two letters.
To actually,
Like how do you call someone who are from the planet Earth?
Terra.
Terra?
Yeah, Terra.
Oh, that's all you call that in English?
Terra. Yeah.
I
Terra
didn't know
means
that.
Earth.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was like Terra, but with the H.
Terra. With TR.
But that would be
TRH.
the English translation.
Is Terra. Yeah. Well, that's cool. So,
Yes.
Gerald Terra.
Terrain.
Terra.
Because in French it's terrain, yeah.
I'll try my best
Yeah,
to do
that's
the
okay.
pronunciation. We're gonna spend
Yeah.
like 20
Yeah,
minutes
it's
trying to
exactly
teach me how to
teaching.
speak.
Yeah.
Try to teach me how to speak in a French accent.
So try to write that and maybe try to guess how you write terrain and
Trust me, I tried listening to your explanation. I can't figure it out. There are plenty of smart people. There's probably French people out there who's going to yell at me and then yell at you because you're Canadian.
yeah, okay, I don't know.
So his native language was French as well, right?
Yes, correct. Yeah.
The last words that you quoted, what is it in French? Just so
Oh, in French is dans la vie tu fais ce que tu veux ou dans la vie tu fais ce que t'aimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's very nice. That's honestly, it sounds beautiful. I think you just swooned over like half our audience. Well, that's incredibly interesting. I want to hear more about your grandpa. He was living in not Quebec.
Yes,
In
Quebec.
Quebec,
Yes,
okay.
no, but not Quebec City, but it's where I grew up. Like it's a little city.
Would you consider it more city or a village?
It was a city.
Okay.
Yes, it was like
Big population, but not like the
yeah.
top
He was
population.
living downtown also, so in an
Oh.
apartment. So yeah,
How do you have a boat?
the boat was at the marina, outside of the city.
That's fair. You
Yes.
know what? You make a fair point. I don't think
Because they're rural area around city. You
I'm
know?
not thinking rich. I forget how boats work because I'm used to them being on trailers.
Yes.
Was it a big boat?
Yeah, it was kind of big.
Like a yacht big?
Nah, not. But I mean, yacht is a pleasance boat. So
A pleasance? Like a
yes. like a fun boat, like fun.
Pleasure boat.
Pleasure boat, yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah, it was. I would say maybe at least 30 feet.
Ooh, not
Yes.
bad.
Like it was 2 stairs. I used to sleep on the deck with the tent.
Yeah.
So I would go there and sleep on the boat on the tent during summer, and yeah.
Well, that's really sweet. That's honestly cool.
That was an old boat, like old green boat, and
Oh yeah,
yeah,
but it's
always broken, and
but at least it floated most of the time.
yes, it was floated all the time. Yeah.
That's good. That's what you want out of a boat.
Yes.
That's very cool. Did you ever have any hardships with your grandpa, like where y'all argued?
Not really. I mean, sometimes he would like not raise the voice, but like be more strict when I
Sure.
was like
When you were
fighting with my sister. So
when you were being a little shit, gotcha.
yes, yes. So he would like tell me, Michael, don't do that, and then I was like, okay.
So I actually didn't know you had a sister until just today.
Yeah.
Yeah, you brought it up to me earlier off of camera, but now that you bring it up again, I think a little more family dynamic is something that we could explore on, because I grew up I grew up an only child. I have a stepbrother and a stepsister, but they were never in the house. They were grown and gone by the time that I was growing up.
Okay.
So look out for that episode. That'll be
Yes.
coming up. If it's already come out, link is in the description.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I think that's about it. Like, unless you have another question. Or...
I do have another question actually. So you talk a lot about your grandpa. Was he the only grandparent? Did you have a grandma around?
Oh yeah, this is my grandma, and then
So-
I have like from the side of my father.
And so you got 2 sets of grandparents as well.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
that's good.
Yes.
Well, that's cool. I've never gotten into depth talking about like the family dynamic, because how I grew up, it was me, my mom, and my dad, and they were old enough.
Yeah. I mean, that's an unconventional
That's pretty unconventional.
journey. Like,
Yeah, I was supposed
Yes.
to, when I was born, I was supposed to be born with like mental deficiencies, and some would say I still have those. I'm just denying them. But yeah, no, it was definitely a strange and unconventional life growing up. But I think your surprisingly conventional life has still led you down a different path than what
yes.
most people would go down, because
Yeah.
you ended up leaving Canada not only because of the government like being as bad as it was at the time,
Yes.
but you also just wanted to explore the world.
Yes.
Not everyone takes that extra step, and I think the guiding lights that you had as a child really helped to propel you up to that.
Yes, exactly. Like that's the 2 quote that he gave me is the quote that drives my life. And he always said like, "Oh, I want to live till 100 years old." Like he always wanted to go like achieve new goal, and so that's kind of the mindset that I have. Like,
That's good.
Just always trying to reach more, and because
Uh,
I can, because we can, and because.
How did he pass again?
He was just too sick at the end, so he decided to let himself die. So
He just stopped taking care of himself.
he just stopped eating, and
Okay.
that's
Hey,
how
I
it
mean,
ended. But yeah,
yeah.
he was just
And he still chose that. He didn't just like
yeah. He took the choice. Like so,
Damn.
it was what he wanted and what he liked, and
You know, that is a big weird
Yes.
defining moment, because my dad died out of his choice. The last thing he wanted to see in his life was at least all of his kids graduate high school, as I said in a previous episode.
yes.
But he did not choose to get cancer. He didn't
Yeah.
choose to. The only choice he made in that aspect was not getting chemotherapy.
Yeah.
He already set his goal. He did a lot of the stuff that he wanted to do, but he never chose that way to go
No,
out.
That's for sure. But I mean, he didn't choose to have all those illness. But
That is true.
like after having them, he chose to let it go, and
You know,
because I mean that's life. Like we will get sick one day, and probably.
Frank Sinatra said it best. Well, that's life. That's life. Okay, I can't. I sing too well. I'm gonna get copyrighted.
Yeah. So
That was honestly a great conversation. I've learned more about you, and I respect you more as a result. I've already respected you, but
yeah, thank
now I
you.
know a little bit more about that. Thank you for your
Yes.
for your conversations, man.
Yeah, thank you, Chris.
The background's really fitting because
Yes,
now
that's
I'm
our
sad.
window today, and
Because now I'm sad. And it's raining.
Don't be sad, Chris. It's gonna be alright.
Yeah.
So we'll see you on the next episode.
Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Exactly.
Follow us for more. We're gonna be releasing an episode every day as often as we possibly can.
Yes.
We have plans for like what, the next 2 weeks?
Yes, exactly. And
So we're gonna keep busting out this content. I'm gonna be sharing along with everybody that I can, as long as y'all do the same. Go ahead and share with all your friends.
thank you. Have a good day.